Qala imla Allahayna Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Hamashiach wa Malaki Bashim Harawat Kakwarash Barathum the water Bible Bar Wakwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, and to the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine of City Shalom. Today we gonna talk about these drones. Now, this is the thing. I waited on this. I waited just to see what lies come out, what develops. So I sat back and just peeped game for a minute, for about a couple of weeks. But now I think I've gathered enough information to pretty much prove what all the brothers who've been making videos about the drones have proven, that Esau is a born liar. Now, when they first started appearing over New Jersey, they came out with a statement. They said that Iran or Iraq, one of the two, I think it was Iran, had a mothership of drones. Had a mothership of drones just releasing them. Now, it's a lot of things wrong with that story, but I'm gonna wait till the video. Now I got a slew of videos I've accumulated ever since this story became big, because I'm here to prove a point. Not only that Esau is a liar, but he's afraid of the truth. Now, Trump just came out with a statement saying that because of the fact of this, drones are battery operated. They can only sustain flight for 2 hours max, depending on the size of the battery and the weight of the battery. Batteries are not that heavy, but they can sustain a flight of, I would say, by 2 hours. I got a drone. See what I'm saying? Now, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it out and show you. This is my drone right here. This is what they've been showing you on TV. Now, this is not a big one at all. It's just a small one. This is my drone. Now, I'm gonna open up the wings and stuff for you so you can see. This is a 4-propeller drone right here. This is it. This is a drone. These are the propellers. On the front, there's a camera, right? And what else in this case? This was controls the drone. And this flips up. See this? You can put your phone, you can attach your phone to this controller. And when you do that, it allows you to see whatever your drone is seeing on your phone. And it allows you to record whatever the drone is seeing on the phone. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you the battery. This is the battery. See how big it is? It's not big at all. It's not heavy. So I just wanted to show y'all that, because a lot of people, Esau done confused everybody because he don't want to tell the truth. But this is the drone that they claim, or one like this, some bigger, some smaller. Now this one, it has lights. It has 2 lights on the front, right? And the lights that come from the Chariots, about 10,000 times brighter than these. And another thing about the drones, if these drones light up like that, wouldn't it? You can see the lights from the Chariots for miles and miles, right? Now, if man-made drones emitted that light, that same amount of light, would that not eat up the battery life? Yes, it would. So Esau, once again, we have proven that he is full of shit. Now, let me put this back up. I haven't flown it in years, though, because you got to register these certain ones with the FAA. If you flying above, I think it's between 50 and 400 feet. But it's been in here just chilling, because I don't want to register. I don't need no paperwork just to have fun with this. You just go to the park or whatever and fly these. Now let's get back to it, all right? Now, I want to get to the videos. We got a lot of them. So I'm going to enjoy this. Let's go ahead and get it. Now, this the first liar right here. Well, he ain't the liar, but he going to introduce the first liar. Well, no, not that one. Let's go back over here. This is the liar right here. Now, the name of this video is We Are Being Lied To. This is on Dabu 7 channel. New Jersey rep doubles down on claim that mystery drones are coming from mothership. Now, one thing about this video before I start playing it, I just want y'all to listen out for this. When Esau gets ready to lie, he gonna tell you about all his credentials, his titles, his labels, what they call him, his degrees, his background, his education. He gonna tell you all this bullshit just to earn your trust. So you would think, you would assume that he's telling the truth, but he's not. Let's go.
The government claims it's not them. They say it's not them. So who is it? Well, I had credible individuals who have high security ratings.
I got high credible people, so they can't lie, right? Shit, those are the main liars. Now listen to what else he says about his so-called credible source.
And they came to me, and again, these are dependable, credible individuals that have security clearance, that felt that they wanted to clear the air. They were in essence whistleblowers and said, look, they believe there's a real possibility it could be Iran, that there could be a ship out. Not.
See how Esau just lie on nations? Just lied on Iran. They got a mothership full of drones. Stop it, boy. Just see, Esau is a exquisite liar. This dude just don't tell so-called white lies. This dude lies on nations. He lies on nations. He's been doing it for years through his movies. He's been doing it for years through his media. Always lying on Iran, Russia, China, North Korea. They're the main ones. Let's go.
Right on the coast of New Jersey, not right there, but these drones, as cited by the Coast Guard, are coming in and out of the ocean. They're going to the ocean. They're not pontoons. They're not landing on the water. They're landing on something. We're not being told the truth. They are dealing with the American public like we're stupid. And again, understand these drones.
Now see, he coming off, see, Esau tells you one truth and two lies all the time. That's why you got to throw it all out. But you heard what he just said. He said they're trying to play us like we stupid, like he's on the side of the public to gain your trust. But he's about to lie to you, just like he accusing the government of lying. Check it out.
Drones are sophisticated systems, ones that we don't have, that we don't normally see, and we need some real substantive answers. This has been going on for almost 1 month.
He claimed that the government is lying when he started the video out with a lie. See how Esau ain't shit?
Sir, some people did not respect your answers yesterday when you were on our network with Harris. But you're on the Transportation Committee, you're on the Aviation Subcommittee, so you've got some chops. But, I mean, you pulled a pin and rolled it down the hall. And Jen Griffin took that question that you laid out yesterday to the Pentagon. Watch here.
Representative Jeff Van Drew, who is a Republican from New Jersey, was just on the air saying that Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contained.
He can't prove none of this. None of it. You know how Esau get down. Any old lie will do. Let's keep going.
These drones.
There is not any truth to that. There is no Iranian ship off the coast of the United States, and there's no so-called mothership launching drones towards the United States.
So what were you talking about then?
See how I put him on the spot? So what were you talking about, bruh?
These drones very well could be launched from a ship. It could be hundreds of miles out at sea.
He said could be. There is no confrontation. No confirmation. Esau is guessing and lying at the same time. Only Esau has the talent to do this, trust me. He's been doing it for over 2,000 years. Guessing and lying at the same time.
These types of drones go much greater distances. These, again, are something that we normally don't see in the United States. So is a real possibility. Could it be China? Absolutely. Could it be somebody?
See, just lied on China. No proof, bruh. But Esau, it's like the elder said, man. Esau, we sure gonna miss how you used to make us laugh. Let's go. Let's get back in it.
Else, it sure could. Here's the deal. They don't know what it is. They don't
see how this man just all over the place with the lies. This the thing. If you don't know what it is, how do you know what it is? You don't know what it is, but for some reason, you know it's a drone. No, it's not. These are the chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the chariots of Yasharallah, the chariots of Israel. I know y'all can relate to that old quote unquote Negro spiritual. Swing down, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. That's what they are here to do, literally. Because while this country is being destroyed by a nuclear lake of fire, the chariots are going to swing down and gather up the Lord's elect to save them from the lake of fire. Everybody else, you just done. That's what we're trying to tell you, Christians, and everybody else who talking about we lying on the Bible. Let's keep going.
Don't know what it's about. They haven't taken one down to analyze it.
And you're not going to take it down. I've seen reports too of how they shot a drone down, went inside it and didn't find nothing. Just liars, dude. Let me get a script real quick. I've been going long enough without a scripture. Let me grab one. Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. The scripture just told you that Edomites are born liars. That's why they don't lose no sleep after lying. It's one of the things that they were created to do.
They have no idea where it comes from, but they know that it's not that. I mean, that's nonsense. They do not know what they're doing. Why don't they take one of them down, analyze it, and let us know what's really happening?
Yeah, take one down. We want to see you take down a chariot. You can't. Liar. Shoot them down. Let's see what happened to your ass. You could try, but you're not going to succeed because there is nothing physically there. These chariots are they are pure energy that can change into anything. They can change into, you can have one chariot that can turn into two, can turn into three, can turn into four. They could get big, they could get small. These chariots do not obey this world's laws of physics. That's why Esau's scared. And he lined his ass off to try to maintain or get control of the narrative. But no, you got cameras everywhere. Everybody got a phone. Everybody got a camera on their phone. So what people are actually recording and what Esau says is going on are two totally different things. Let's go.
I hope they know.
Because they show you chariots on the, they show you drones on the news. They don't show you the chariots, though. I got plenty of videos showing you the chariots. Let's get through this.
No more than they're telling us, but that's disrespectful to the public. And
see, he talking about that's disrespectful to the public, but he just told about 3-4 lies. See, he trying to get on the government to gain your trust. But he's a representative of the government. Look at here. New Jersey Republican or representative. You in the government too, so we expect you to lie, bro. But he gonna try to get on the government like he's for the citizens. Boy, shut up.
taken one down to analyze it. They have no idea where it comes from, but they know that it's not that. I mean, that's nonsense. They do not know what they're doing. Why don't they take one of them down, analyze it, and let us know what's really happening? I hope they know more than they're telling us, but that's disrespectful to the public and to Congress. It's about time they leveled with the truth. Hopefully they'll give us some
It's about time you level with the truth. You started the video out lying on Iran. Shut up, boy. Then you lied on China.
information this afternoon.
And that
This is a drone, right? What I just showed you. So if this is a drone, where are the lights that the drones emit? See? Like I said, if the light on these drones were as bright as the light on the real Chariots, would that not consume the battery life? Yes, it would. You got Chariots that stay in the air for days, weeks. They can stay up there as long as they want. These can't. These have to come back down to charge the batteries. I just showed you a drone. I got one. Let's go.
is Jeff Van Drew doubling down on his statements, saying that the Pentagon is lying and that they need to tell the truth.
He lying too, though, Dabu. Shit.
And they are flat out boldly to our faces telling us this lie when they're holding information. Everybody can tell at this point they're trying to make it into a guessing game. They're saying all these people that it's not, but they won't say who it is, which is ridiculous. Plus, the Pentagon spokeswoman that came out and said that that's an absolute lie, there is no mothership off the coast, that's a lie. Use your brain. Where are they coming from, like he said?
See, Edomites, they're so carnal. They don't believe in spiritual things. If they can't prove it through their evidence and their pseudoscience and their labs and their DNA and all this other shit, they don't believe it. If they can't see it, touch it, or smell it, it doesn't exist to Esau. That's the problem with Esau. He's not spiritual. Let's go.
They don't have pontoons on them. They are landing on something out in the water. The coast.
Actually, they coming out the water and going down into the ocean. I got a video on it. These cannot do that. They cannot go down in the ocean at high speeds and then come back up out the ocean at high speeds. These can't do that. But see, Dabu so fixed on carnality and the science of this world, these Edomites can't possibly understand the spiritual technology of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Their mind can't grasp it. That's why they are called base men.
Coast Guard, many people have validated this. Up to 50 of them following the Coast Guard, coming in off the ocean. So, there's a challenge on the table. If anyone has a boat on the East Coast, and I bet no one takes me up on this. If anyone's got a boat, why don't they drive it on out into the ocean and see what's there? Anybody up for solving a riddle? For getting the big answer? Oh, maybe you'll run into a line of feds out there or something. Well, you'll get some answers. We'll get something. If they stop you, that's going to be a red flag, isn't it?
See, Dabu mad as hell. See, all the Edomites are getting pissed off because they think that the government is hiding something. No, the government is hiding something because they know these are the chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. They're never going to tell you that. Why? Because Esau doesn't benefit from the truth. That's why this dude, he's so stuck on stupid, he takes truth to the grave. This man does not deal with truth or reality. You'll never hear the government admit the truth.
I checked, you were free to hop in a boat and travel in that ocean. So why don't somebody do it? If I had the means, I would do it. I'd done been there, but I don't. So I'm asking those out there that do have the means, that do have a boat, that do have a way to rise to the occasion for your people. Or are you scared? That's all it comes down to. Because someone out there has the means. Will they do it? If you do, salutes. Hats off to you. I thank you for stepping up to the plate when your country needed you. Till then, it's going to remain a guessing game.
Let's go to the next video. So-called drones now over the West Coast. This is a chariot, not a drone.
Look at these. This is over New Jersey. Does that look like some sort of any kind of a drone that you've ever seen before?
No, you see that thing spinning? Let's get one. Let's get a scripture. Let's get. We're going to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1. Let's see, where is it? Ezekiel 1 and that's not it. Hold on. That ain't the one I wanted. Hold on. I'm going to find it, though. Oh, it's Ezekiel 1:16. Okay. This is Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 16. The appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of a beryl. And they four had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was as if it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. They're describing the chariots.
Well, the problem is, please take a
Hold up. Now I got one more. Let me see. Zechariah chapter 1. Salakia chapter 5. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Verse 2. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, that everyone that sweareth shall be cut off, as on that side according to it. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and it shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Now, let me break this down, what I just read. First, let's get what a cubit is. It's a unit of measurement, but I'm not exactly. Okay, 1 cubit is 45.72 centimeters. Now, let's go back through the scripture. And he describing what he saw. I see a flying roll. The length is 20 cubits and the breadth is 10 cubits. So, it was a nice little size, Now it says, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. They are all over the globe right now, the chariots. Now it's also said, it shall enter into the house of the thief. Who's the thief? Esau. Where is his house? The United States. It shall enter into the house of the thief and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. That's Esau all day. And it shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Let's keep going.
Look at this. So this is a person, using a telephoto lens camera, and you can see here in their viewfinder what they're seeing in their viewfinder. These are circular orbs, some sort of large circular orbs, not...
Right, they're orbs. They're not drones. I just showed you a drone. These are spheres that they see, and they're amber colored spheres. We're gonna get into that too. Let's keep going though.
Drones. Someone got the UFO image with his telescope. You can see from the video behind the camera. You can see this orb is surrounded by like some kind of a field as well. Another eagle-eyed observers have pointed out this is the same kind of field, by the way, that Bob Lazar described almost 30 years ago when looking at these type of craft. There's some sort of a field that surrounds these craft.
I told y'all, these do not follow the laws of physics of Earth. They can do whatever they want to do. They're not bound by any rules or any laws.
Hold on, B. We gonna get this work.
I just read this, Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 16. The appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of beryl, and they four had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was if it were, so like it was, and the appearance of their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
So if y'all can see, there are drones all over the sky. In Temecula. We came up here to see if we could figure out where they're gonna go, but before they come down, they turn the lights off. So we're gonna go in the morning, maybe, sometime during the day. There's so many.
You saw when he zoomed in, it was kind of like a wheel inside of a wheel. These are the heavenly vehicles of the angels.
It's like 10. And they're all over the city. And considering how high we up, they can go all the way up here. We saw one a little bit ago, all the way up here, so they can get high. These are
A drone, now a man-made drone can get up that high, but they can't stay up there because of battery life. And the transmitters, the controllers, they have a certain distance as far as range for transmission. So how can you explain that? I mean, you got some, I'm pretty sure some military drones, they have like a larger range, but the average drone you buy at Walmart, no, they can't. Their range is not that great. You see how high these are? And even if they could go that high, like I said, they can't stay up there for too long because of battery life. And you saw how they was glowing? They can't glow like that for too long because of battery life.
not just like cheapy drones. These are real expensive high-flying drones. I'm so cold.
See, they're not the average so-called drones made by man, made by man. These are not made by men at all. They come from another dimension. They come from the heavens. They come from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. See how it's spinning?
Those are
Look at that one.
high,
Look at
dude.
that huge one just sitting there.
Hard to find on the camera. That one right there.
Just sitting.
That is not a man-made drone.
I want to say that it's like police drones and shit.
See, Esau just guessing. He just reaching. This is outside your comprehension, bro. Above and beyond your comprehension.
But I don't even think they are. Just somebody surveying the whole fucking U.S. Or at least all of California.
And New Jersey.
And New Jersey. They're just everywhere, man. The camera isn't even picking it up, and I'm also shaking like hell because I'm freezing. Should brought a jacket, but Jesus, dude.
That is not Jesus. That is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. See, Esau is so blinded by his own stupidity and his pride, because his pride has told him that he has the answer to everything, even though he doesn't have a clue of what's about to happen to him.
I guess they're
Do you hear
right.
that?
Yeah, dude.
Let's get another one.
Hell of a thing. We'll
Hold up, let's come out of this shit. Let's get another one. Ezekiel saw a wheel within a wheel. The Lord of heaven's armies is among us. Salvation is near. Where you think the director of these movies get these ideas from? Like War of the Worlds, Independence Day. They got it from the Bible. Every movie is based on the Bible in some way or another. Avatar, prime example, the blue people. The blue people represented the Israelites. And what did Esau do when he got to their planet? Tried to take their land. Let's keep going. There it is. They got this whole concept from the Bible because the chariots are going to do just this. They're going to destroy Babylon. When the Lord gives them the green light, it's on. This is not a man-made drone. This is a chariot that does not obey any laws of physics. Oh, and another thing about the chariots are of this world. They can come into this dimension, and they can go into another dimension. They can go into the spiritual realm. Now, these chariots, they're not bound by anything, and they can camouflage themselves as clouds. So, there are a lot of biblical references about the clouds and chariots. Just like the animals of this world can camouflage. These can do the same thing. Let's keep going.
In the Bible's book of Ezekiel, the prophet describes a fiery chariot drawn by 4 living creatures. Each creature is flanked by a metallic object, a wheel within a wheel, that Ezekiel observes as it descends, making a tremendous...
See how they even whitewash the truth? You ain't seen them with white angels. They painted Ezekiel white. Esau, you just stuck on stupid, bro.
tremendous amount of noise.
Now, all of them don't look like this. I'd have seen some look like cylinders. I'd have seen some look like spheres. So I'd have seen big ones and small ones. I'd have seen them in person, just sitting out on my patio. So yeah, America, you in for a treat. You ain't gonna like it though, because these marks the end of the United States and everywhere that Edomites are for real. Y'all see this coming over here from the right? That's a big ship because this represents the whole planet Earth. So yeah, this is a big ass ship. Salaki on that, but this is a big ship. NASA cut the footage. See, they're not going to tell you what these really are. Why? Because they know they got to keep playing on the pride of Esau, especially the Edomites in America, who think they can't be touched. They so proud. Okay, these chariots about to touch y'all asses. Another thing about these chariots, they don't make noise. They don't have any engine propelling them through the air or anything. So how can you explain that? Trump got the answer for you. Well, let's get through these videos. Trump said they gas-powered drones. See how these people just lie? All right, we can come out of this one. Let's go to the next clip. This one here.
Hold on, B. We gonna get this work.
Read this. This is Isaiah. What is it? I can't see that. Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all fell together.
One of those orbs just shot down a drone. I'm about to show you footage from Phoenix. Something else is going on, guys. Why is this happening at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Now, in this clip, this happened, what, 3 days ago? Esau sends one of his man-made drones up to, I guess, inspect the chariot or to see what's really going on. The chariot shot him down, shot the drone down. So the Lord is establishing a clear distinction between a drone and a chariot. Your turn, Esau. We need you to come up with the next lie. Let's go.
He's like right there with it. Go, oh, he's like right on it. That, whatever it was, just shut down the drone, if that was a drone.
I told y'all those drones were there for those orbs. That's why the drones have been in the sky, because of the orbs. What are the orbs? Fuck the drones. The drones are ours. What are the orbs?
They are the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai.
I'll tell you this. They sure as hell do not seem to be human.
They're not. They're angels. Okay, we can go to the next clip. Hold up. Now, this is the GMS camp in Dallas. And you're going to look in the background right in this area, and you're going to see the chariots visiting the men of Great Millstone in Dallas, Texas. But let me get a scripture, though, before we do this. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 20. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. So every time we go to camp, the Lord's there with us via the chariots. Let me get another one. What was that? Matthew 18:20. Let me write that down. $18.20. Okay. Now, let me get another scripture. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 68, verse 17. The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. Now, watch the sky behind these brothers.
In different types of books, man. So if you have any type of doubt in it, you're going to read it in the next book. Right. You're going to read it in the next book. And guess what? The father of learning is repetition, man.
That's why Paul said, if the resurrection ain't true, then our preaching is in vain.
Y'all see how they disappear, appear, and do whatever they want to do? Yeah. The Lord said it, when there are 2 or 3 gathered in his name, he is in the midst of them.
Shit, Paul's pretty much like, man, look, I'm catching all this hell. I'm getting thrown in the prison. You think I'm doing this for no reason? Right, man, no. Like, man, going into that same, it was that same chapter.
Yeah, this brother here, this is Elder Yashawamba. I highly suggest y'all subscribe to his page, Remnant Save 144 Bach, and be edified. He bring out some good videos, good lessons, a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. Y'all might want to partake in that. It's one of my favorite elders right here. Let's go.
It's 1 Corinthians 15. Verse 40, it says, him the Most High raised up on the third day and some openly. We got to put more emphasis on this fact, man. Yahweh Shai rose from the dead. We don't talk about it enough. Bro, Yahweh Shai rose from the dead. He conquered death. Death didn't have dominion over him. So, therefore, death don't have dominion over us if we believe. Right. And it's only, that type of power is only going to be given to those who believe it. And according to your faith, man, I'm keep saying that, man.
See? Let's come out of this. Told you, man. Let's get another one.
Everyone.
Now, you show me a drone that could produce a light that bright.
Ой, cala-te!
Embora com estas bonitas palavras voltamos ao nosso
So you mean to tell me this is a man-made drone? Stop it. Let's keep going. This video is a fiery amber lit chariot can be seen ascending into the heavens from the oceans of New Jersey. This is the one that comes in and out of the water. You mean to tell me a man-made drone can do this? No, it can't. Let's go. See the color? Amber.
Wow, hold on. That was like unfocused as fuck. There it goes into the clouds.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was. It looked like it went like through a portal or something.
Right next to the moon.
So this is the so-called moon. This is the chariot. They calling this a man-made drone. You ever seen a man-made drone behave like this? No, you haven't, and you won't.
Yeah, it's rolling. All that beautiful bean footage. Beans, promise beans. Beans, boss.
Now you know I'm gonna post this on Facebook.
Let's get another one. Chariots of the Lord make a surprise visit over the city of Tokyo, Japan. Now, mind you, these chariots are not limited to any law of physics of the earth. They can do whatever they want to do. They can change sizes, shapes, colors. They can appear in this dimension and disappear and go to another dimension. Well, let's get Ezekiel 1:18. Oh, let me go back. Let's read this one. Ezekiel 1:18. As for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them four. Let's get another scripture. This is Proverbs chapter 15, verse 3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. How you think that's happening? The angels of the Lord, man. Let's go. It's the ship right there. Just vanished. They're not bound to the laws of physics like the man-made aircraft are. This is where Esau get all his ideas for alien movies and shit. It just disappeared and reappeared over here and then came back. But you didn't see it physically move. See, they're not bound to laws of physics. Gone. See? Zechariah 5:1, we already read that. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Now you gotta remember this. When the prophets are writing these scriptures, they were describing what they saw with the vocabulary of that time. You're not gonna see flying saucer in the Bible because that term did not exist yet. Just like you are not gonna see nuclear missile in the Bible because that term wasn't created yet. So they describe the nuclear missiles in their visions as arrows. Let's go. That's the end of that one. Now I think we got one more come out. This one here. Trump dumps gasoline on drones, conspiracies, hysteria intensifies. Listen to this. I'm not going to play the whole video. I'll probably play the first 4 or 5 minutes of it. But y'all can go back and watch the rest if you want to. The name of this is Trump dumps gasoline on drone conspiracies, hysteria intensifies.
Hello, everybody. David Schuster here. So, about those drones, either a lot of Americans do not understand what they're seeing and are part of a herd mentality, getting all of this wrong, or the U.S. government is trying to detect and find something exceptionally dangerous and is staying quiet to avoid mass panic.
This is the thing that's really been going on in the media ever since the chariots started appearing in New Jersey. I noticed this in all the media. What they do is they try to enchant you with spells. Remember, spells are words. Now, the next time you watch a news broadcast and they talking about these so-called drones, pay attention to how many times they say the word drone. Pay attention to how they sensationalize the word drone. They put emphasis on the word drone, like they put emphasis on the word black when they describing black Hebrew Israelites. They want it to stick in your mind. Another thing about Esau, what do you see in his background right now? Bookcases. This is another enchantment that goes over everybody's head. You ever wonder why Esau always do his little broadcast in front of bookcases? Because he wants you to think that he's intelligent and he's telling the truth, even though he's lying his ass off. That's why they choose to do all kind of little videos in front of bookcases. It's an enchantment. Just like they got fake doctors who put on fake lab coats and do videos in front of bookcases. They banking on you to trust them to be intelligent because you see a bunch of books. If you were telling the truth, you wouldn't need these enchantments in your background. But Esau been doing it since the beginning of time. I did a video on it. It's called Bookcases and Bullshit. Let's go.
The third option that some people claim, alien beings, that is not happening. More on all of that in my analysis in a moment. But first, in a 50-mile radius of New York City, there are more than 20 million people. Some of those people in New Jersey and even in my town here in Connecticut have recently seen large SUV-sized drones flying overhead at night. Amidst the public concerns, U.S. government officials have declared that the alleged drones and other UAVs are not a threat.
You heard that? You saw how he emphasized the word drones? See? Let me run it back. Count how many times he say the word drone, because he wants that term to stick in your mind. It's an enchantment. That's what Esau does with spells. Watch how he says the word drone. Watch how he sensationalizes it, emphasizes it, puts so much emphasis on this word. That's how he gets these words to stick in your mind as part of Esau's sorcery.
People. Some of those people in New Jersey and even in my town here in Connecticut have recently seen large SUV-sized drones flying overhead at night. Amidst the public concerns, U.S. government officials have declared that the alleged drones and other UAVs
Alleged drones? Let's keep going.
Are not a threat.
Now the government claimed that they're not a threat. If you don't know what they are, how do you know what they are? If you don't know what they are, how do you know they're not a threat? See, the shit that Esau come out of, the shit that come out of his mouth when he's backed into a corner, like the elder said, Esau, we sure gonna miss how you used to make us laugh.
How does the government know this? Officials won't say. What are the drones doing? No answer. President-elect Donald Trump just added fuel to countless conspiracy theories with this.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military.
Why is he addressing the nation? He's not president. Why is Joe Biden not addressing the nation on this? See how Esau just turned the laws on and off? This man is acting like he's been sworn in already. Biden and Harris ain't worth a damn.
Military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster.
That's not going to happen, because that's the right thing to do. See, Esau will not tell the truth if it doesn't benefit him. If it means his destruction and his captivity, he ain't going to tell you. He going to take that to the grave, just like they're going to abandon America. When these missiles start coming down, they're going to be in bunkers, getting ready for slavery. You can forget this government telling you the truth. That's why the Lord put the prophets on the street to tell you what's about to happen, whether you believe it or not. You waiting on Esau to tell you the truth? You better not hold your breath.
You know, they're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
Have you received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on that.
So, no comment on it.
No comment. They ain't finna tell you shit. You better listen to the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Intelligence briefings. Trump's Bedminster Golf Club in New Jersey, about 40 miles from New York, has been a hotbed of drone activity. And Trump says the U.S. government should say what it knows. However, the U.S. government and the U.S. military have long had a policy of keeping certain things quiet to avoid mass panic and chaos.
Exactly. They taking this to the grave, and they're going to leave y'all out there to fend for yourself. That's how Esau get down. Let me see if I can get a script on that. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 14, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom shall he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. He's shitting on his own people. Prime example of Esau shitting on his own people, spraying chemtrails. He sprayed that shit right over his own children, over his own family. This poison, and that like he ain't doing shit wrong. That's why it says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He can't be good. He was not created to be good. He was created to be wicked. That's why he don't lose no sleep at night doing all the wickedness in the day. Now, let me get another one. Let's go to Psalms. This is another power that's about to be stripped from Esau. His ability to lie to the world with his media. Psalm 73, verse 9. They set their mouth against the heavens and their tongue walking through the earth. How does their tongue walk through the earth? Through this lying-ass media. It's about to be taken away too. Because number one, Esau is not, the truth is going to get so far away from Esau, he ain't going to be able to control his false narrative. So he's just going to shut down the internet. And that's described in Amos chapter 8, verse 11, as the famine of the word. When that happens, you better get real scared, because judgment is, when that happens, the elect has been sealed, and judgment going out heavy on a large scale. It's not going to be confused to be dying suddenly. No, the Lord is going to pour out judgment heavy when the elect are sealed. And according to the apostles and the elders, they believe that the elect are almost sealed, meaning the Lord already got who he wants to get. He already got in mind who he wants to save and who's going to be destroyed. That's why this word is going out heavy throughout the earth to wake up his elect. Let's go.
For example, on the occasions when the United States has accidentally lost or dropped one of its nuclear devices, which were unarmed and thus did not.
See, this is another false narrative, another lie. Now they claiming that the government has, what's the word? The government has deployed drones to look for a lost nuke. That's the new narrative right now. I mean, they just all over the place. Let me run it back. They looking for a lost nuke. How the fuck you lose a nuclear weapon? Even if it was true. Let's go.
Trump says the U.S. government should say what it knows. However, the U.S. government and the U.S. military have long had a policy of keeping certain things quiet to avoid mass panic and chaos. For example, on the occasions when the United States has accidentally lost or dropped one of its nuclear devices, which were...
See, how do you do that?
Unarmed and thus did not explode, the search and recovery were classified. The public was kept in the dark so that people wouldn't stampede out of a particular town or area. The theory is that mass chaos would cause...
Theory. Remember, theory means educated guess. That's how Esau works with. But he presents his theories and his hypotheses as being true. Let's go.
Search and recovery were classified. The public was kept in the dark so that people wouldn't stampede out of a particular town or area. The theory is that mass chaos would cause more deaths and injuries than an undetonated nuclear bomb ever could.
That's a lie.
Relatedly, if U.S. intelligence agencies have reason to believe or suspect that terrorists may have a weapon of mass destruction within 50 miles of New York City, it makes sense that the search would be kept classified, especially if there's no certainty about what may be out there.
But see, did Biden not come on TV a couple days ago and claim that these so-called drones were not a threat? See how all these narratives are all over the place? Their lies are all over the place. I'm still trying to figure out, how do you know that the so-called drones are not a threat if you don't know what they are? Y'all trust these lying-ass people you want to.
Donald Trump may not care about the potential mass chaos if 20 million people think they're facing an emergency, but the U.S. government, in my view, and in the view of most policy analysts, is doing the right thing by avoiding panic. Now, that takes us to the...
They're not avoiding panic. They're keeping quiet on it till they can figure up a lie to tell the public. And they're painting their silence as discretion. Yeah, Esau uses situations to his advantage as well.
Alleged drones. For several years, the U.S. military has had drones and other UAVs that are capable of doing thermal imaging and detecting radiation hotspots.
Can they go up? Can they go into the ocean and come out of the ocean and shine so bright they pretty much turn dark the night into day? Can they fly at unlimited speeds and do unlimited maneuvers? No, they can't. Can they go to other dimensions and come back? No, they can't. They have a certain amount of flight time and their lights can shine oh so bright. Far from a Chariot's ability. Let's go.
The drones have to fly relatively low in their altitude to have a chance at detecting the radiation signature of, say, a nuclear device.
See, now he's trying to turn the narrative into something that it's not. This has nothing to do with what's going on today. There are no drones out here looking for lost nukes. So why is he taking it there? He's taking it there because they're desperate. They have to tell the public something. It's like in the Esau playbook, any old lie will do. Let's go.
In U.S. ports, authorities literally place a scanner type of radiation detection device against every cargo container. That's how close the detection technology has to be.
This shit ain't got nothing to do with what's going on. We can come out of this. Let's get some scriptures, man, because we told y'all, man, y'all better stop listening to Esau lying ass. Y'all better start listening to the prophets. We've been told y'all about the chariots. Let's go. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 25. Verse 31. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth, for the Lord hath a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith the Lord. Verse 32. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth. Verse 33. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. And how's the Lord going to accomplish this? Through his chariots and by his 144,000 immortal Israelites. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 66. Verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Yeah, the chariots can shoot fire too. Lasers, all that stuff. Y'all just seen a chariot shoot down a drone. Let me get another one. Hold up. That ain't it. Let's go to Jude. We can start at where is it? We can start at 13. Raging waves of the sea, foaming out of their own shame, wandering stars, to whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. Verse 14. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints. They in them ships. Verse 15. To execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. But the gist of this was that he coming with 10,000 of his saints. They're in the chariots. Go to Revelation. Verse 7, chapter 1. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they which also pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so Amen. Now, how is every eye seeing him? Yeah, they up in the sky, but how is every eye seeing him? Through the internet. Let's get another one. Go to Revelation chapter 11. And we can start at verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Verse 12. This is talking about the elect, waking up, standing up. Verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. See, they were beamed up into the clouds. Now, it's described as a cloud here because it was camouflaged as a cloud. But let me ask you this. What clouds you know that you can ascend up into? Let me get another script. Isaiah chapter 26. Verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as if it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. Let me ask you what clouds you know have doors. I haven't seen a cloud with doors. Now let's go to 2 Chronicles. Chapter 16. Verse 9. For the eyes of the Lord will run to and fro throughout the whole earth, the chariots, to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect toward him. You saw that in the video with the GMS Dallas camp. They were right behind them. Herein thou hast done foolishly. Therefore, from henceforth thou shalt have wars. Let's go to the wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha. Chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account for his labors. Verse 2. When they see it, there shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, for so far beyond all that they had looked for. Yeah, they're gonna be out there looking stupid as hell when the elect get beamed up right in front of them. That's why we out there on the highways, byways now, standing in great boldness, telling you what's about to happen to you, to your face. You going into captivity if you're not an Israelite, or you facing death. If you are Israelite, you got a chance for salvation, or you can face death. Go to the book of Exodus. Ain't nobody gonna beg you, you Israelites, especially you lying ass Christians. Ain't nobody gonna beg y'all. You just gonna die. You'll be reborn into the kingdom. That arguing, no, we don't do that. That debate, we don't do that. Exodus chapter 13. Verse 21. And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light, to go by day and night. This is the book of Exodus when the Lord was leading the Israelites out of Egypt. They was following a chariot in the daytime. At night, the chariot glowed. It's as simple as that. Now let's go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 10. And we can start at verse 9. And when I looked, behold, the four wheels by the cherubims, one wheel by one cherub, and another wheel by another cherub, and the appearance of the wheels was the color of a beryl stone. That's not our first time when them, with them describing the chariots, the color of beryl. Verse 10. And as for their appearances, they four had one likeness, as if a wheel had been in the midst of a wheel inside of a wheel. See, cherubs are angels too. Well, they're described as angels, but what does the term angel mean? It means messenger. Now, when you hear the word angel or cherub, you probably picture in your mind an Edomite with some wings. No. All the angels are Israelites. That's what's piloting these vehicles. Now let's go to Ezekiel chapter 1. We start at verse 3. The word of the Lord came expressly unto Ezekiel the priest, the son of Buzi, in the land of the Chaldeans by the river Jabar, and the hand of the Lord was there upon him. Verse 4. And looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud. Remember, chariots are also described as clouds. And a fire enfolding itself, amber. And the brightness was about it. Yeah, they bright. And out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber, out of the midst of fire. See? He just described what we saw in that video. Let's go down to verse 28. We can start at 27. And I saw as the color of amber, as the appearance of fire round about within it, from the appearance of his loins even upward, and from the appearance of his loins even downward. I saw it. I saw as it were the appearance of fire, and it had brightness round about. Verse 28. And the appearance of the bow that is in the cloud in the day of rain. So was the appearance of the brightness round about. This was the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Lord. See? And when I saw it, I fell upon my face, and I heard a voice of one that spake. They're describing chariots as being clouds, and they glow like amber, just like you saw in the video. Still in the book of Ezekiel. Let's go to verse 8. Chapter 8, Salakia. Verse 2. Then I beheld, and lo, a likeness as the appearance of fire, from the appearance of his loins even downward fire, and from his loins even upward, as the appearance of brightness, as the color of amber. Once again, a glowing orb, amber colored. Go to Psalms 68. Verse 17, the chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. Yeah, who you think in the big father ship, the biggest of them all? That's the Lord coming back. Now let's go to, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 104, verse 2. Whose covers thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain. Verse 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the cloud his chariot. Who walketh upon the wings of the wind. Verse 4, who maketh his angel spirits, his ministers, a flaming fire. The angels, they are in the chariots. Let's go to Acts. Chapter 1. Verse 9. And when he spake, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. This is when the Lord left. Let me read it again. Verse 9, Acts chapter 1. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. I told you, the chariots can camouflage as clouds. It could be one right in your face. You think it's a cloud. When have you seen a saucer-shaped cloud? Verse 10. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel. Verse 11. Which also said, ye men of Galilee, why standing ye gazing up to heaven? Like, what y'all looking up for? This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. See, it's telling you right now. He left in a chariot. He coming back in a chariot. The same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. Coming back in that fathership to wreak havoc. Like he said, he will not meet thee as a man when he coming back. He coming back as an angelic force, a power. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. The burden of Egypt, the chariots. The Lord rideth upon a swift cloud. Cloud is another word for chariot. And shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Yeah, these hearts melting now because they spooked. Let's go to chapter 26. Verse 19, thy dead men shall live, together with my dead body. Together with my dead body shall they arise. Awake and sing, ye that dwell in dust. That's y'all who don't know who you are. For thy dew is as the dew of the herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead. Verse 20, listen to this. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyselves as if it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. Verse 21. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. Yeah, I don't know any clouds with doors and chambers. Esau so wicked, the Lord got to come off his throne to come down here and kick your ass personally. And we can't wait. Go to the book of Luke. Chapter 21. And we're going down to verse 27. This is we start at verse 27. This is the red letter Lord Yahushua speaking. We can start at 25. This describing the return of Yahushua. That's the title of it. Verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Is all this not going on now? Yeah. Verse 26. Men's hearts filling them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Verse 27. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. The chariots are described as clouds because they can camouflage as clouds. Verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. You're about to get up out of here. Yahweh, we are part of that number, because you rather be beamed up to a chariot than stand down here burning in a nuclear lake of fire. Let's see, I think that's all I got, y'all. Let me see what this one. Yeah, I read this one before, but we can get it again. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 3, we can close on this one. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. Told you, ain't nobody got away with shit. If you're wicked, all you doing, the Lord just giving you leeway to earn your judgment. And if you're righteous, he giving you enough grace, this is our grace period, to get your shit together so you could be beamed up if you are part of the predestined elect. So do not listen to Esau and his lying ass media. You want to know what's really going on, listen to the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and those are the men of GMS. Call Allah Imlal Hay now Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wa Malaki Hashem, Harawat Kakwadash, Barakathum, the Water Bible Bar, Wakwam Yasharala. Shalom.